This is SimCenter.
Hi everybody, welcome back to SimCenter. I'm Kevin Kreppen. Now when you've watched our show up to this point, you've seen us try to pull that curtain back to reveal the players that are behind GS Pro, to find out a little bit about who they are, and find out how they created this amazing software that we use every day. And we're going to continue to do those interviews with different people from around the industry. But today on SimCenter, we're really excited to launch something new that we're calling our SimCenter Tournament Preview. Now the goal of this is to have a quick segment a couple days before when our new event starts on the Simulator Golf Tour, so that you can not only know what the event is in the course, but also the conditions. So if you happen to be done with your current week's rounds and you want to get a couple practice rounds in for the following week, you know what those conditions are going to be for the various tours, whether you're on the web, the PGA, or the Pro Tour. So the goal is for it to be quick information and you to get started on those practice rounds. But this is a really special week. For us, we're kicking off our tournament previews, but it also kicks off the Simulator Golf Tour's new season. Oh, and by the way, it also happens to be the Masters, which is just amazing to be able to mirror what the PGA Tour does and what venues they play. And the Simulator Golf Tour does an amazing job trying to recreate that when those courses are available. Now, before I go any further, I do want to remind everybody that all of these courses that we get the benefit of playing have been created by designers in our community for the community, and they've been made available free of charge. This week's event is no different. TechBud did an amazing job with this world-famous course and did a masterful recreation under the name that he's using as Georgia Golf Club. Now, SimCenter is based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, which is really not too far away from Augusta, Georgia. It's about a 2.5-hour drive. And this world-famous course in Augusta, Georgia is known for many, many things. Just beautiful holes, a great competition year after year. But two things that it really is known for that makes it stand out from above everything else that we know about the course and the week of this event. Elevation is one, and the contour of the greens really, really separate this course. So the highest point on this course is the first green. The lowest point is the 11th green. That's about a 150-foot drop-off from the highest to lowest. Now, the biggest drop-off on one hole, here's an example. This is a flyover in GS Pro of the 10th hole, Camellia. We're picking up this flyover on this dogleg left par 4. This hole alone drops off 110 feet from the tee to the green. So really incredible elevation changes on this course. But the other big thing that separates this course are the greens. And on the tournament previews, I really want these to be relatively quick, but with this being a special week and it being a Masters week, we wanted to give you something a little bit more to show you how these greens really make up the course. And you'll hear on the coverage, the commentators talk about, even though these greens, most of them are massive, they're really made up of 3 or 4 small complexes on these greens that if you're not in the right area, you're faced with a very difficult 2-putt. So what I'm going to show you now, I'll show you the specs of the course, which is going to show you here the scorecard, the tees that you'll be playing for each tour for the 3 rounds, and then here you see the pin positions for each tour. And the only real difference with the web tour, they're playing Thursday pins for the first round, Saturday, Sunday, where both PGA and Pro are going to be playing the Friday, Saturday, Sunday pins. Okay, I'm going to show you a short video. I'll repeat those full screens in case you didn't get those specs for your tour. So the video is going to be a little more detail about these distinctive greens, where on the video we're going to show about 10 seconds per hole. Each hole, the first part is going to show the 4 pin locations. On the right side, you're also going to see an indicator showing the depth of the green, how far from the front of the green to the back of the green. And really, some of these greens are 42 yards deep. It's just crazy how big they are. It will then change to a heat map for each green, showing you the contours. And if you're not familiar with the heat map feature in GS Pro, it'll show you a legend on the left side where red is the highest point and blue is the lowest point. So take a look at the video. I'll come back after, give you those specs again. And I also want to have some interaction from you for next week's preview show. And I'll tell you how you can be a little bit creative with GS Pro and be part of this show. So again, here are the specs for the 3 tours, as well as the scorecard. Here's the tees you're going to be playing for each round. And note that as you progress from the Web to the PGA to the Pro Tours, the length of the course that you're going to be playing progressively gets a little bit longer. Here are the full specs that you're going to be facing for the next week. And again, I know the video you just watched was a little bit brief for each hole, but instead of making the video 10 minutes long, I figured you can go back and shuttle and look at specific pin positions if you're interested. So here's something I'd like to try doing on these tournament previews. And with the addition of the recent advanced lighting, plus an iconic course that we're playing this week, if you have some time and you're used to using the free look mode in GS Pro, try to find some really creative and beautiful areas of this course and use the free look mode to fly there, take a look at some areas, change some of the advanced lighting, take a screen grab. Send it to me at Crep26 in Discord, and if we get enough of them, maybe we'll do a top 5 or a top 10. But if you're unfamiliar with how to do this, Free look mode is F5 on your keyboard. You have to hold the right mouse button as you do all these next movements. WA is forward and back. S and D moves the camera left and right. And Q and E, Q moves the camera down, E moves the camera up. So fly around the course. First of all, it's just fun to do to see the different things, but also find some of those really unique areas of the course. Make it look beautiful with the advanced lighting. Take that screenshot, but I'm going to ask you if you can, make sure you hit H to remove the heads-up display and hit P to use the pin indicator so we have just a clean picture that shows all the beauty of this iconic course. So I look forward to seeing those pictures. That's it for this first SimCenter tournament preview. Thank you for watching. Good luck next week for the Masters. We'll see you next time. Keep it out of the deep rough.